But Naughty Dog's new game, Intergalactic, has brought up a lot of controversies ever since it was announced at the Game Awards, and the main controversy has been the main character of the game so far because of the way that she looks. And to a certain extent, I can definitely see why people kick up a fuss about this, mainly because of when it comes to a lot of, what we've kind of seen in recent times. It's more of just like a pattern seeing thing. It's not necessarily the character itself that makes the game bad, but it's more or less that whenever you see characters with bad design or characters with, unattractive designs, sometimes it can lead to, them pushing certain things in the game that we don't really like. And this, like I said, it brought up a massive controversy throughout the whole entire internet. And I saw this tweet come across my page today where it talked about that female gamers don't actually want the attractiveness in female characters. They don't want that. They don't want the Stellar Blade. As a matter of fact, they want what Naughty Dogs is giving us. And he used this tweet from Tectone as a reference. And this was in reply to Asmongold's original tweet, where Asmon said, maybe it's just me, but I feel like the market for masculine, non-conventionally attractive female leads in games isn't as big as the video game industry thinks it is. Which I 100% agree with Asmon. As much as, it is plastered a lot in our faces because of, of what the media says and what a lot of people on YouTube say. If you really think about it, when it comes to like these non-conventional attractive female leads in video games, these buff women or these, butch women or whatever it is that you may say, we don't really see them all that much. But not to say that, there aren't any. There's definitely some of them, and not to say that we don't necessarily want them. And Tectone replied to saying with what the video game industry thinks we want versus what we actually want. And then, like I said, back to the tweet that I wanted to, that I'm kind of like shaping my video around, is that this person right here said that it's clear a lot of you are new here. Let me walk you through something. Women have been fighting decades to get games to stop portraying them like Stellar Blade. This same studio on the left had to fight just to get Ellie shown on the cover of The Last of Us in 2013. Now, we'll give him some props when it comes to that last part, because I did look this up, and I didn't know this. But as a matter of fact, yes, Naughty Dogs actually had to fight to put Ellie on the cover of The Last of Us back in 2013. But we could definitely agree that if we compare things back to 2013 to the way things are now, you definitely wouldn't have to fight for something like that. And obviously, I can hop onto it. I can hop on his side. When it comes to, yes, I think that Naughty Dog's having to fight to put Ellie on the cover of The Last of Us, considering that she plays a big part within that game, is quite ridiculous. That I can get behind 110%. But this whole tweet is kind of bringing up the question of, what do female gamers want? Is this actually what they want? Do they actually want what Intergalactic is giving us? Do they want this non-conventional attractive woman? Now, obviously, if you look at the profile of the person who originally tweeted this person right here is a man. That's right. It is a male. And once again, I feel like that this is the typical like male Twitter person who's just coming out, speaking out for women, thinking that they know exactly what women are talking about. And thankfully, one of the reasons why I thought that this tweet is a good thing to make a video around is because there were people and there were women actually in the replies, and there were evidence to show that no, women don't want what Intergalactic is a matter of fact to give us. Women don't want these non-conventionally attractive women. Now, not to say that there aren't spaces for them in the video game industry. I mean, you know what? If you make a game around someone that's non-conventionally attractive, if the game is good, it will still definitely sell 100%. But that's not what the argument is. The argument is, what do women want? How do they want to be betrayed when it comes to the way that they look within the video games? And one of the replies was this woman right here, where she said, do not speak on behalf of women, fuckboy. We can speak for ourselves. I want more Stellar Blade. I also want more wholesome. I want it all. I mean, this right here just proves to show that that is what women want. Women don't want these non-conventionally attractive women. They want sexy women. It's the exact same when it comes to men of what we want to see men portrayed as in video games. When it comes to men being portrayed in video games, what do we want? We want this conventionally attractive dude, buff ass motherfucker. We want the main characters of Gears of War. That's what I remember when I was younger and I played Gears of War 2 and I saw Marcus and Dom in the Gears outfit, buff ass dudes, good looking men, and I was just like, yeah, this is what I want. Hell yeah, buff ass dudes. Yes, this is what I want to see in games. And it's the exact same when it comes to girls. When it comes to women, they want to see attractive women. They want to see themselves betrayed because it's a fantasy. That's what video games are. They are a fantasy. And there was actually someone who put a reply in this tweet as well, saying that studies show that women prefer sexy characters too. And they put in a YouTube video where it goes through showing that women actually do want these sexy characters. And if you are on Twitter majority of the time, you might think that this stuff, that what this girl says and what that YouTube video is outlining, that it's complete BS. That like, man, what do you mean? I see people on Twitter say all the time that they don't want these. They want like these normal looking women, or they want these other looking type of women. They want these butch women. They want the girls with shaved heads, non-conventional. That is Twitter. I feel like when it comes to taking the general of what people want, Twitter is the worst place to look at things. Twitter and Reddit, if you are taking what people are saying on there and using it of what the average person wants, you are looking in the wrong spaces. The average person, the everyday person, is not going to be sitting on Twitter advocating for what they want, saying that we want less attractive women in video games. We don't want big titty, big ass women in video games. That's not what we want. The average gamer is just buying games. The average female gamer is using sexy skins in Overwatch. I mean, all you have to do is look at games that like a lot of female gamers play and look at the characters that they play. If you look at something like Overwatch, what is the one character that a lot of women are associated with in Overwatch? Mercy. She's hot. League of Legends. Lux. She's hot. Valorant. Sage. She's hot. These are 3 great examples of games that are very popular that a lot of female gamers play, and every single character that female gamers are like stereotypically associated with are attractive characters. Mercy's hot, Lux is hot, and Sage is hot. All 3 of these characters are conventionally attractive characters, and that is what female gamers want. And I saw this person as well. This is a male gamer, but they did make a very great point, which I wanted to go over as well, where they said people, nowhere near as many as you think, which is definitely what I am saying as well, want more realistic women in video games. They do not want more masculine butch women. We are going from one end of the exaggeration scale to the other. Most who actually play games prefer the right pick. Non-gamers demand the left pick. That is 100% true. The thing is that like a lot of these people who are advocating for stuff like characters that aren't good looking, a lot of these people are, a matter of fact, they're not actual video gamers. They're just some kind of, political advocates where they want, these unconventional attractive women. They are the ones who are pushing for this, where normal gamers, female gamers, are just the ones who go like, yeah, I want to play as a sexy character. And even then, yeah, maybe we should tone down the exaggeration of when it comes to, maybe, we should tone down the massive titties in video games. But that does not mean that we need to go from one extreme to the other. We don't need to make every single woman go from like this unrealistic standard to looking fucking ugly. Like, a great example of this is Star Wars Outlaws, where they took this conventionally attractive woman and like, she's hot. The girl who played the main character in Star Wars Outlaws in real life is hot. She is. Now, is she like this unrealistic standard, 10 out of 10 model, greatest looking woman on the earth? No, but she's still hot. 100%, I'm swiping right on that every single day. But why is it that they turned her from this conventionally looking attractive girl who has like, normal proportions, nothing out of the ordinary, to looking fucking ugly? Like, what was the point of that? That is where like people are just going, all right, that's not what we need. Just make it realistic. All you had to do was just take her face and just copy it. and then we would have been fine with the way that she was designed. But yeah, this is like, I feel like when it comes to character designs, obviously it brings up like a lot of controversy every single time a game is shown, and the new character design is shown as some female lead who is not necessarily conventionally attractive, whether she has a shaved head, you know, she's fat, or she's just ugly in the face. And like I said at the start of the video, is that the main reason why a lot of people kick up a fuss about this is not necessarily because the character design itself, but more or less that it's more of a pattern that we've seen in recent times, because a lot of the times whenever you do see these conventionally unattractive, you know, characters in video games, whether it's a female character or a male character, a lot of the times it's more of a pattern of like, well, if they're pushing to try and make this ugly character, there's a big chance that they're just trying to advocate and just trying to show like some political stand in their video games. A lot of the times that's what's happened, at least in recent times. At the end of the day, character design doesn't really matter. It's all about gameplay. That's what truly matters. But at the same time, if I'm going to be playing a game, I want to look at something great, whether it's a sexy female character or a buff ass dude. But I would definitely like to hear what you guys think about all this down below. If you are a female gamer, a true female gamer, and you have watched this video, even though I highly doubt it because not many females do watch my videos, I would definitely like to hear what you have to think about all this down below. Like, do you prefer attractive characters in your games, or do you prefer unattractive characters in your video games? Please let me know that down below. That's going to be it for me. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Peace out.